We are Dave, Carrie, and Rudel. In 2018, we set out to explore one adventure at a time. Join us as we continue our journey to find the best free camping.
This is great. I love it. Okay, we can get back here. We're gonna go wide towards this tree and then stay on this side. Keep the passenger tires high as we can.
Driver tires?
Driver tires. As high as we can over here. And the only rocks we have to watch out for is gonna be this one here, because we're gonna have to cut back. All right, so we're at a spot right now that's fine, but the point has the best view and the best open area.
It is pretty epic.
It's epic. It's worth taking a little challenge.
And adds the best cell signal too.
Oh yeah, and the best, yeah. We gotta do it.
All right. You didn't even come close.
Really?
If you were gonna hit anything, it was gonna be the back axle.
And it wasn't close?
Like 3 inches.
Oh, we need to push it a lot harder.
No, that's enough.
We did spin the wheel a little bit.
We did.
Awesome.
Can you get Rudel out, please?
Good morning. Today we are free camping just east of Mount Hood in Oregon. And to get here, we took Highway 26 and then got off on Highway 35 and then followed National Forest Road 44 to National Forest Road 4420, also known as Cold Spring Road. And if that's hard to remember, do not worry. In every description of our videos where we are free camping, we leave coordinates. So you can easily go to Google Maps and put those in and check the area out. Or just come out here and camp and enjoy yourself. We hope you do. And maybe even help pick up a little bit, help keep these free campsites open and keep them from closing them down. And as you saw on the way in, the road was a little rough right here, so we did take it very cautiously. But don't let that stop you from coming up here. There are other places to camp that are just off the side of the road, easy to get to. Any vehicle can, as long as it's not too big. And if you can't make it to the spot we did, this spot here is just about as nice. It is a little bit closer to the road, but any clearance vehicle can get in here and camp. Fire ring, shade, big trees. Carrie called up the nearest ranger station and they said we are good to go for campfires. So I'm gonna clean up this fire pit a little bit, get all this combustible material around it raked away, clean it up, and then start collecting some firewood. And as long as the wind doesn't come up, we'll be good to go for a fire this evening, which I love. Any chance I have a fire, we're gonna build one. I've got most of the combustibles away, raked away from the campfire ring. Took some of the coals out, replaced some of the rocks. I got a nice flat rock on top of that could come in handy while cooking. And I noticed this area where Rudel likes to hang out. I wanted to show you. He has found the perfect spot where it's shady and level, and this would be a great spot to put a tent if you're a tent camper. or just to put your chairs if you want to stay out of the sun for a little bit and cool off. And there is a perfect spot for a hammock as well. So I'm gonna have to get my hammock out. This is gonna be a great place to relax and enjoy the view. And throw the ball for Rudel, of course.
Rudel, the Labradoodle. He's got a traveling van and a master plan. He'll show you it all if you throw him his ball. He's Rudel. He's Rudel.
Hi, your finger ball. Let's see it. Good boy, drop it. Drop it. I got it. Ready? Go get it. Ah, good boy. Good Lord. Liking that.
The turquoise spiral looks good.
Doesn't it? Turned out better than I thought. I wanted that golden look to the wood.
You got it.
I'm not gonna worry too much about the very end because we're gonna stick a cap on this, or a poker on this to help it really stick in the dirt. So I'll be carving it down just a little bit more. The sanding is all finished up, and I was gonna go with just a clear varnish, but Carrie suggested we use the rest of our turquoise stain I used for her walking stick. I wasn't super thrilled about that idea. We put it to a vote on our Patreon page, and the turquoise one, I think it's actually gonna be kind of cool. I mean, we have the stain, why not use it up? It's gonna look cool from a drone perspective and make Carrie happy.
And it matches my kayak.
And it matches Carrie's kayak, so. I think it turned out pretty decent. Should be protected for a long time. And I still need to do the front part another time when I have more sandpaper.
It has been a hot minute since we did any campfire cooking. Well, mainly because we've been in Arizona and the fire danger's been so high. But tonight we're going to do something simple. As you can see, I just got red onions, baby carrots, zucchini, potatoes, and these are the Johnsonville smoked brats. This is kind of a must-go campfire meal. Anything we had in the fridge that must go. I'm going to give it a little ranch seasoning. And this will be dinner for tonight. And I'll probably cook up a toast of sourdough to go with it. And I wanted to mention that this is super easy. I mean, you could substitute anything you liked. You could have bell peppers, sweet potatoes. I'm just going to put everything in this bowl right here. We're going to put a little oil on that. I'm going to mix that up real good. And then we're going to put some ranch dressing. And this is all just to taste. If you don't like ranch dressing, you could do Italian dressing. You could use regular onion instead of red onion. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Okay, this looks good. Alright, so we got our mixture all mixed with the ranch dressing. Just gonna fill up 3 foil packets. Gonna top it off with a little bit of butter.
I had to move a couple of the logs off to the side. They're burning a little bit slow, but it's not gonna hurt nothing. So I'm thinking about like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
Let them cool off just a bit and then we'll open them up.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it came out perfect.
Does it taste good? First time I made it with the ranch seasoning.
Super good. You high five? Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Your dinner almost.
All right, well, that's it. No more. We'll lay down.
Actually, everything's done perfectly. So that was what, 15 minutes each side?
Yeah. All right, today Rudel and I are going on a little walk. We thought we saw a creek on the map. We don't know if it's got water in it or not, but I always like to know where the nearest water source is anytime we're camping for a week or more. So it's a 1-lane paved road, so it's pretty narrow, but just to have a paved road that's this far in the middle of nowhere just makes me really want to find out why. I have no clue. But it's nice. Alright, we have made it. This is 15 Mile Forest Camp, which is said to be a free campground. And we're going to take a look because I thought I read something out was closed. Come on, Rudel. Alright, looks like there's 4 campsites here. And this one's number 2. And there's nobody camping here. Come check this out. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. Once again, a lot of the best campsites are free. And there's a lot more water in here than I thought. Roodle doodle! And look what that water did for Roodle. He's all excited. Good boy! Good boy! Yeah, you got the zoomies for a little bit there. That's good water, huh? Good boy. Drinking fresh water that's been filtered right out of the mountains makes me never want to drink tap water again. It's so good.
Are you liking that book?
This book is awesome. Just want to give a big thank you to Rich and Patty. I have several foraging books, and this is by far the best I've ever seen. If anybody wants to get started with a foraging book, I recommend this one. It's got great detailed pictures. It's got a map that shows you where in the country you can find the wild edible. And it's got the information organized really easy for a quick identification, and then a detailed list of all the different parts of the plant. By far better than all the other books I have.
And has recipes in the back.
Yep, and even recipes. I wish all foraging books were written like this one.
Here, let us see the front of it. We'll put an Amazon link if you're interested in checking it out. It's a pretty cool book. I looked through it too. It's really easy to read.
Yeah, and they give pictures of different stages of growth in the plant, detailed pictures of the leaves, the stems, the whole plant itself, everything that you need. Today's plant is Yarrow. Now, of course, anytime you're going to harvest a plant for any reason at all, make sure you do your own research and don't take mine for it. Now, Yarrow has three main attractions that have really caught my attention over the years, and that's mainly what I want to talk about. But first, I want to show you how to identify the plant. And also, when you are identifying plants, the first time you find one, I don't recommend trying it out or eating it, harvesting or anything. So you want to see it during several seasons just to make sure that you recognize it, like maybe before it blooms, while it's blooming, after it blooms. Get comfortable with the plant. Make sure you can identify every single part of it before you consume it. All right, so getting started, how to identify this plant. So Yarrow's pretty cool. It has these flowers that are shaped like an umbrella. Now this one here is a young plant, so it's just got a small flowers, but these generally get bigger. They're white clusters. And I don't dwell too much on the flowers because some people can mistake these flowers for poison hemlock, which would be a bad thing. So the other part I look at is the stems. The stems on these need to be green, fairly smooth. They're a little bit fuzzy. And then the leaves. The leaves are the big tattletale for me. The leaves look, at first look, they kind of look like a fern leaf. And then taking a closer look, they look more like a feather. So they're different than any other plant that I've ever seen. They're very fine with a lot of delicate parts, and they look kind of lacy. So they don't look like anything else that I've seen. That's my go-to thing for identifying yarrow. Now, yarrow is edible from the ground up, and you can dry it out and use it in teas, or you can use it as a seasoning, but it's fairly strong tasting. You can eat it raw, but I think you're going to be surprised on how much flavor there is, and it may not be for you. The main things I want to talk about are the 3 things that I want to try out this plant for. And I want to make a tea out of it, so I'm going to hang it up, dry it out for maybe a week outside. You know, if you have a dehydrator or an oven, you could do it that way. But I want to dry it out, grind it up, use it for a tea, and see if it helps with anxiety, because it's said to work with anxiety and also helping you sleep better, so it relaxes your muscles. And those are 2 things that really caught my attention about this plant. And the other one I want to try is it is supposed to be great for helping you stop bleeding. If you get a wound or a cut, you can take the leaves and roll them up into a ball. You can use several if you need to, and get those oils coming out, and then apply it directly to the cut or the wound, and it said to stop the bleeding. And I can't wait to try that out. I know that sounds funny, but I am looking forward to seeing if that one works. So between the anxiety, the sleep aid, and the stop the bleeding, that's some pretty amazing stuff. If you're interested in this plant, I definitely recommend checking out what else it does, because it has a whole list of medical benefits from this plant, and I think you will be surprised. Like about this area is the view of Mount Adams and just how quiet and peaceful it is. There's nobody camping anywhere around us.
Yeah, and there is plenty of room for friends in this spot. So if anybody was nearby, we would have invited them up.
Yep. But what you need to know if you come out here, there's no amenities. It's pack it in, pack it out. There is a fire ring here. It's like a double site. So like Carrie says, you can bring company with you.
Yeah, now there is 15-mile campground just a mile away. It is tiny. It is for tent camping pretty much only.
Tent or car camping, small car camping only. But it's free also.
Yeah. And about 5 miles the other direction is Billy Bob. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Sno Park.
Sno Park. And you can get a large vehicle in there. And I believe you'll have to check the dates, but I think it's from November to March. You have to have a permit to park there for snow season.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's free. However, it's kind of confusing because this whole area now you have to have a pass.
Yes.
Now we stopped to buy that pass, and thankfully the Forest Service office was closed, and they had a sign out front saying that the America the Beautiful pass covers what that pass would have
the permit
covered.
Yep.
So we didn't have to buy it.
Yep. Okay, so rig size, if you're thinking about coming out here, the road is paved all the way out here, so clearance is not a problem. The road is narrow, so I wouldn't recommend any kind of big rigs out here. Turning around could be, or just meeting another car is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So I would say only small Class Cs, like maybe 25 foot or less, and small trailers like tent, pop tent trailer, or just something.
A small pull trailer.
A small pull trailer under 12 feet.
Yeah. Of course, any size sedan that wants to tent camp can get to this spot.
Yep.
There are not a lot of spots out here for a sedan type car. If you have an off-road capable vehicle, of course, your possibilities are endless.
Yeah, there's plenty of other places to camp. You don't have to camp here. This one did work out great for us because it does have cell reception and of course the view of the mountains.
Yeah. There is 8 Mile Campground that's very close to here, maybe within 5 miles as well, and it is $15 a night. It's right on the creek. There are fire pits and restrooms, so that is an option.
Which one was that, 15?
8 Mile.
8 Mile, okay.
The first one we checked out.
Yep. Let's see, what else?
The wild edibles are in abundance.
Oh my gosh, be prepared. If you're a forager, you're gonna love this area. So there's lots to be foraged.
There is a mountain bike trail that goes pretty close to us. So if you're into mountain biking, I think you'll find lots of areas to ride in this area. Cell connection.
So we're getting, I think, 2 bars of 4G on the T-Mobile, which has been enough to upload a video. So that's been pretty cool.
And we're getting 2 bars of Verizon, which is not working so great.
Okay. Yep. We are 38 miles out of Hood River, which is I guess a major town where you could do all of your shopping and get prepared before you come out here if you're coming in from the north. If you're coming from the west, there's lots of little towns where you can get fuel, but it would probably be maybe Portland if you're going to really stock up if you're coming from the west at about 80 miles out. We are just on the east side of Mount Hood.
Yes, yes. Now, Tamanawas Waterfall is only 13 miles from us, so that would be a great day trip. We have hiked that waterfall. We did a video on it. I'll put the link up here if you want to check that out.
It's an awesome hike, nice and short, but the waterfall is super rewarding, so I highly recommend that.
There's lots to do in the area. If you don't mind going for day trips, this is a great spot. The east side of Mount Hood is a little more unpopulated. Don't be surprised, you will see people on the weekends looking for a camp spot. And if you're in this spot, you will have visitors because people who have been here before,
they want this spot.
They want this spot. And can you blame them? The views are amazing.
So we're at the very end of June and the temperatures have been pretty hot down in the Portland area, but up here we're at 5,000 feet. It's been just perfect. It's been in the low. So
it's 100 degrees in Portland today, and it's 84 here today.
Was it 84 here today?
So, and that's pretty warm for this area. So expect some cool nights.
Yeah, the cool nights are perfect for sleeping if you like to sleep in a little bit cooler temps. I couldn't have asked for better temperatures.
Yeah.
And the way the trees are situated here, you can be in the shade all afternoon if you want to, just relaxing. I think this is one of the nicest camp places that we found in Oregon so far.
It's up there. It definitely is up there. Now, again, this is June, so it's been very buggy. Mosquitoes aren't too bad yet, but the first 2 days we were here, I did not come out of the van because the no-see-ums were attacking me.
For some reason, they didn't bother me at all. So.
And the night sky viewing in this location is amazing. To the east, you will see the windmills. And I think that's north, right?
Yep.
To the north, there is a little bit of light pollution, but right over the van, the Milky Way has been coming up, and the stars have been super bright at night.
This is a special spot. I'm hoping you get a chance to come out here and check it out. We've had a great time.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say.
I think we covered it. So we appreciate you watching our video. Oh, I did want to say, for those of you that have been using our Amazon link, we really appreciate that. We get a small percentage, and it's been paying for a couple of tanks of gas every month.
Yes.
So thank you for using our link. It's helped out a lot.
Absolutely. And it's kind of confusing because once you go on the link, it doesn't show you that you're using it. But if you use that link and go to Amazon, it is working.
Yeah, no matter what you buy, it helps us out. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
We hope to see you next video.
All right, happy boondocking. Get outside. Push yourself to that extra little step and enjoy the beauty around you.
So try some Yarrow out.
What's that?
I had
bug?
Yarrow in my mouth from the last time and it got loose. I almost choked on it.
Why didn't you spit it out?
I don't know. I'm going to use that for a blooper.
I am going to use that for a blooper. I thought you swallowed a bug. Oh my gosh, you were almost done.
I don't know if I can do it again.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron.
or check out our new merchandise at oneadvantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.